What if I told you that the most visually stunning movies on Prime Video right now aren't big-budget CGI spectacles? They are experiments in light, shadow, and human endurance. From a sun-drenched Swedish nightmare to a claustrophobic black-and-white descent into madness, these films don't just tell stories, they trap you inside their worlds. We are talking about a $200 million sci-fi epic shot by the cinematographer of Dune, a zero-budget indie shot in a single Texas town, and a rescue thriller that makes you feel like you are drowning. Here are 5 visually stunning hidden gems you need to watch immediately. Robert Eggers shot this masterpiece on black-and-white film stock, using the vintage 1.19:1 movie-tone aspect ratio, creating an almost square frame that feels claustrophobic and suffocating. Cinematographer Jarin Blaschke layered orthochromatic textures to mimic 19th century photography, making it look like nothing else made in decades. 2 lighthouse keepers, Thomas Wake, Willem Dafoe, and Ephraim Winslow, Robert Pattinson, are stranded on a remote island in 1890s New England. The isolation drives them to drink, and the line between reality and madness blurs. The period dialogue, drawn from Melville and actual lighthouse journals, is a torrent of maritime curses and archaic insults. Their Oedipal tension plays out like a rum-soaked, maritime version of a psychological thriller. The lighting is a technical marvel, shot at 80 ASA with massive HMIs. Every scene is motivated by lanterns and fog, yet it never feels unrealistic. The final sequence, with Dafoe delivering a demonic curse, is pure cinematic poetry. The payoff is a descent into madness that feels earned, brutal, and unforgettable. Andrew Patterson's directorial debut was shot in 2016 in Whitney, Texas, with a micro-budget and a first-time cinematographer. Yet it features some of the most inventive camera work in recent memory, with 3 acts carried out in seemingly 3 shots, some scenes lasting over 10 minutes without a cut. Set in 1950s New Mexico, a small-town radio DJ and a switchboard operator discover a mysterious audio frequency that could be extraterrestrial. The plot is familiar Twilight Zone territory, but the genius is in the execution. Long shots and patient pauses build tension to breaking point, while the switchboard and radio equipment become characters themselves. The film frames itself as an episode of paradox theater, adding a nostalgic layer to the mystery. When the camera does move, it travels seamlessly across town, making you feel like you are bearing witness to one thrilling evening. The sound design is extraordinary. You could almost listen to this as a radio play. The payoff is pure atmosphere. This film proves you don't need CGI to take an audience on an exhilarating ride. You just need creativity and vision. Ron Howard's rescue thriller features underwater cinematography by Sayombu Mukdipram that makes you gasp for breath. Shot chronologically, the film immerses you in the claustrophobic reality of the 2018 Thai cave rescue, a true story where 13 lives hung in the balance. A boys' soccer team and their coach are trapped in a flooding cave system. The film wastes no time getting to the rescue mission, bringing in Viggo Mortensen, Colin Farrell, and Joel Edgerton as the divers who attempt the impossible. Melodrama is kept to a bare minimum. The narrative is matter-of-fact and grounded. The Thai characters are given cultural dignity, never reduced to mere background players. Benjamin Wallfish's score blends seamlessly with the sound of water splashing, oxygen tanks scraping rock, and diving helmets hitting cave walls. The underwater cinematography is the star. Every shot induces claustrophobia and tension. The payoff is knowing the ending yet still being on the edge of your seat. It is a reminder that true heroism is often quiet, methodical, and deeply human. Ari Aster and cinematographer Paweł Pogorzelski shot this macabre fairy tale using large-format Panavision DXL2 cameras and custom Artiste lenses. The goal? A Technicolor nightmare where everything is bright, overexposed, and dangerously beautiful, the opposite of Hereditary's darkness. A group of friends travels to a remote Swedish village for a midsummer festival, only to discover the pagan rituals are horrifyingly real. The conflict is not just survival, it is the psychological unraveling of Donnie, Florence Pugh, who is grieving a family tragedy. The film takes its time, building tension through slow-burning dread and uncomfortable silences. The characters are underdeveloped by design, forcing you to experience the disorientation Alongside them, the visuals are staggering: lush greens, white floral costumes, and a perpetual summer sun that never sets. Pogorzelski used polarizers to remove sheen from the grass and gave skin tones a pastel quality, evoking three-strip Technicolor films like Black Narcissus. The payoff is a hallucinatory, 2.5-hour bad trip that leaves you disturbed yet strangely soothed. Directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, this $200 million epic features cinematography by Greig Fraser, the genius behind Dune and The Batman. Every frame is designed for the biggest screen possible, with practical spacecraft interiors and stunning Earth landscapes that make space feel tangible and immersive. Ryan Gosling plays Ryland Grace, a middle school science teacher who wakes up alone on a spaceship with no memory of his mission. The sun is dying, Earth is freezing, and he is humanity's last hope. But the real conflict isn't the astrophage consuming our star, it is his isolation. Flashbacks slowly reveal his reluctant recruitment and the tragedy that forced him into space. The tension builds as he pieces together his identity while racing against time to save two worlds. The emotional core is Rocky, a rock-like alien brought to life through seamless practical puppetry and visual effects. Their unlikely friendship, learning to communicate, solve problems, and sacrifice for each other, delivers a payoff that is both visually breathtaking and deeply moving. Lord and Miller masterfully balance humor with high-stakes tension, proving that true cinema is about connection, not just explosions. These 5 films prove that visual storytelling is not about budgets. It is about vision. From the $200 million grandeur of Project Hail Mary to the zero-budget ingenuity of The Vast of Night, each director used their medium to trap us, challenge us, and leave us breathless. Whether it is the suffocating square frame of The Lighthouse, the blinding sunlight of Midsommar, or the drowning depths of 13 Lives, these movies demand you see differently. If you made it to the end, you are a true cinephile. Smash that like button, comment which film you are watching first, and subscribe for more hidden gems.